Well, folks, let's see how the old 2000 Ford Expedition with the 5.4 liter fires up. She hasn't started up ever since I drove her to Colorado and back, and that's been about a month. Hopefully the battery still holds a charge on her. That noise you hear, that's just the air compressor for my air tank, for my auxiliary air chuck on my air horns. See if she fires up. Wow, what a good truck she is, huh? Boy, what a good, loyal vehicle this is. Fires right up. Pretty dirty underneath the hood here. But listen to it. This is literally right after I fired her up. Been sitting here for about a month. Still runs like a champ, this old girl. Probably have to put a battery in her pretty soon. That battery's, well, you could see, that's 5 years old. Still fires up, still runs great, doesn't leak a drop. I still say this has been the most reliable vehicle I've ever owned. It looks like shit. The sun's burnt the paint all up, but boy, is she a loyal girl. I do have a set of new tires on her all the way around. Well, folks, like I say, she don't look like much these days, but she sure does run well. I drove this to Colorado and back. That's a 2,000-mile trip and not one hiccup with her. She performed flawlessly. Oh, and I should mention, going there, I had a car hauler behind her that weighed 2,200 pounds. And on the way back, it was loaded. I had 6,000 pounds behind her the whole way, 1,000 miles. Ran great. Look at that, guys, bone dry. Doesn't leak a drop of anything. Like I said, doesn't leak a drop, and look at the miles on her. Almost 224,000 miles. Never even had the valve covers off of her. Air conditioning still works. Heater still works. All the accessories on the front of the engine are still original with the exception of the alternator, and that's my fault. I messed the alternator up when I put all this high power CB equipment in here. But besides that, water pump, power steering pump, whatever else is on there, AC compressor, it's all original. Original timing chains, never messed with them. Only thing I've done as far as the engine goes, I put a new heavy-duty radiator in here when this one started leaking, and the plastic intake manifold did crack about 150,000 miles. Put a new one of those on there, put all new Ford OEM spark plugs in there, threw some new coil packs on her just for good measure, and you know, of course, new gaskets when the new intake manifold went on, new thermostat at the same time. Put a couple fuel pumps in her, and once again, my fault, because when the original one went out around 150,000 miles, I went to AutoZone and got a, aftermarket one. But other than that, and brakes, put one set of brake rotors on her, a couple sets of brake pads. Like I say, I don't even drive her anymore. I just decided to take this one to Colorado and back hauling a car. I figured it would make the trip, and sure enough, it did. Not one hiccup at all. I've just thrilled. I mean, I've got my money out of this vehicle over and over and over again. And she's actually still pretty darn clean inside. She's actually real clean inside. Just the Just the outside, you know, I keep her outside so the sun's burnt her all up. Anyways, folks, thanks for watching. Most reliable vehicle in the world right here.